Hey guys, welcome to another episode, or I don't even know what to call these things, installments or something of the Adventures of Fox and Miles.
Welcome.
I'm Miles, and this is and today we just wanted to talk to you guys about
RVing.
Yeah.
RV life.
Yeah.
So one of the questions that people ask, or like, I guess one of the temptations they face is like when they find out about RVing and like they're all in and like, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm just go ham. I'm just gonna be out here doing a daggone thing. And people think that they have to full-time RV to be a legit RVer. Right. So what does full-time mean? Full-time means that you're in your RV, like this is your house. Like you're constantly in your RV, you're constantly traveling.
Yeah.
And for some people that can be really intimidating. Mm-hmm. That could be like, oh God, like, well, if I want an RV, I got to give up everything and just leave behind my house. I got to sell everything, you know, sell the dog or take it with me or wait till my kids move out the house, whatever. And yeah, go ahead.
No, I would say I would also like to add, like, even with being a full-time RVer, I don't think that necessarily only means that you travel.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Sometimes people get RVs
and they stay in one place.
Yeah, just stay in one place.
Yep.
So they'll find, like, if they are where they live, if there are RV parks or other places like that that they can pay like a monthly whatever, it allows them to downsize and to, you know, depending on the
rate
and depending on budget. What's the word? Their cost of living. We'll just say that because I can't think of the word right
expenses.
now. Yeah, depending on their expenses, that works for them.
Yeah.
You know, compared to staying in an apartment or a house or consider bricks and sticks.
Maintaining it.
Yeah. So they'll just get an RV or maybe like a fifth wheel or something like that. Park at a location and that works for them. It's enough space. They have all the stuff that they need and they can live. And so full-time RVing is just that. It's usually that is your main domicile. Yeah. Like whether you're traveling or whether you're stationary.
Yeah.
That would be I think I guess we can consider that full-time.
Yeah. And if anybody else has any recommendation or corrections, tell us. Yeah. Because we're only, what do we know? But yeah, so we consider ourselves full-time as of now. Yeah. In the future, that might change. This is our house. Like this is where we live. No matter where we park it. Yeah. This is our place of residence. Yep. And so for us, that was a decision that we made. But we're also here to tell you about other options there are for RV living or RV life or RVing in general. Yeah. I think that it's silly. I guess some people put like grades or like there's like a gradient. Like, are you really about that RV life or are you not? Like, do you full time or not? And it's like, what does it matter? Yeah. What does it matter? Yeah. It's really silly. Yeah. But I feel like that's a part of every culture and it's like, how blank are you? Yeah. But no, there's nothing wrong. And again, like I said, in the future we might change from being full time to insert whatever option here. So let's just get into some other options for RVing. Yeah. So we mentioned full-time RVing, and so like Miles was saying, either you are stationary, like in one place, or you're traveling. Yeah. But like you said, the main thing is that this is your house. This is where you are, maybe most of the time. Yeah. Whatever that means. Of course, you know,
if you go visit family.
Yeah.
Hey, and which is what we've done.
Yeah.
Like we visit family or. You know, at certain times, stay inside, go to a hotel or something like that. Yeah. But majority of the time, you're in your RV.
Yeah. So another option is seasonal. Seasonal RVing. So I don't know what the official words for these are, but I'm just going to explain it so that you better understand what I'm saying. So seasonal RVing is just what it sounds like. Like during certain seasons you go RVing. Yeah. Some people, like, and this is just an option, like for work, right? So some people go and RV and travel for like 3 months at a time. Yeah. Then they go to like a farm or something, or they go back home and they work and save up money. And then they go out again for 3 more months or 6 months or however you want to like divvy it up. So for like half the year or a quarter of the year, they're RVing. Yeah. So based on whatever season works for you, you can determine whether or not you want to RV during different seasons. Yeah. And
that can be taken advantage of, like, even while we've been on the road. we've seen a lot of vehicles that come from the company that we actually bought our RV from, which is Cruise America, which is a rental and sales business for RVs and stuff. So if you are interested in seasonal stuff, that doesn't automatically mean you have to go out and buy an RV. Yeah. You could rent one. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And, yeah. So that means you know, for that season, whatever season it is, you know, maybe, I don't know, say you live in like New York or something like that, and you're like, I hate New York winters. Yeah. So I'm going to get an RV and I'm going to drive to Florida or Texas or wherever else you want to go. Yeah. And so I'm going to spend the winter season in the South. Somewhere else. Yeah. And, you know, you can do that. And so that works out for a lot of people.
It does. Yeah. And it's really beneficial if you have a job that either is seasonal or that is remote. Yeah. But you can also, another tip for making money, but like we haven't tried this yet, but there's seasonal work that you can do. So you can actually RV. We're in Colorado now. They have certain places, like especially during the winter seasons, like for skiing and like snow, like bunny, whatever. So bunny slopes, that's what I was thinking about. So for that particular place, you can work there for 3 to 4 months. Yeah, as long as they're open and working and running and stuff. Yeah. And you could work there. You could stay in your RV. It's free. They, you know, they might give you hookups for free, things like that. Other than like food and like washing your clothes, your expenses are really low and you're making money. So that way you can save that money, and then when they're closed for the season, go travel and then just come back when it's time to make money again. So those are options for like seasonal RVs. Anything else for seasonal? No. All right. So another option is what you mentioned before, renting an RV, right? So you don't have to actually purchase an RV to RV. Like you said, like there are Cruise America, like they have rentals, and I'm sure there are other RV rentals, but that's just what we're familiar with. Yeah. They also have like RV sharing, like almost like if we moved in somewhere and we still had the RV, we can rent out our RV to other people. Yeah. So I don't know, it's not ride share, but it's like, I've been thinking about Teen Titans, that episode about like sharing personal,
sharing all this stuff. Yeah.
But
so it's probably like an Airbnb for RVs.
Yeah, an Airbnb for RVs. Yeah. That's essentially what it is. Yeah. And so it's less risk for you because you don't have to make a huge investment to RV. Yeah. And for the people, it's money in their pocket. Yeah. And you could just RV when you want to. Yeah. So if you have an RV or if you want an RV, that could be something that y'all can look into. Yeah. And I'm sure there are plenty of companies that do that. It's not a new idea, but Cruise America is just what we're familiar with. Yeah. So next, we have the Weekend Warriors.
Weekend Warriors.
Okay, so Weekend Warriors are basically people who RV on the weekends or like extended weekends. Yeah. They might work from Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday or whatever their schedule is. And on the days that they're not working, they can go RVing. And they don't have to go far. Usually, you know, that's the thing. That's depending on which option you choose, depends on how far you can go, how long you can go. Yeah. And if you can't go that far, that's fine. Yeah. We live in the DMV area, and there are beautiful places around where we stay. Yeah. So like we're near the Shenandoah Valley, West Virginia, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York. Yeah. There are different places that we can go that we could take like a day trip and just hang out there. Yeah. You know? And it doesn't have to be like all weekend. It could be like, oh, I'm going to head down Friday, come back Saturday or Sunday or Monday or whatever your schedule allows. Yeah. And there are a lot of people who live that life. And I think that's really, really cool. It is. And it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So another option is, what was it? Dang. Another option. Hold on. My mind just drew a blank. Hold on. You said the week. Hold on.
You said the week. We're going to say like vacation or something?
Vacation. Oh my gosh. Not everybody is blessed enough to either have just a Monday through Friday 9 to 5, or maybe they have a family. Maybe they're tired and they just want to stay home. Yeah. Some people only have either like a week or 2 weeks to actually experience and enjoy RVing. Yeah. And again, we talked about like how depending on which option you choose determines how far and how long you can stay. Yeah. If you have 2 weeks set aside and that's all you have, that's a good opportunity to RV. Yeah. Now, would I recommend, unless you have it like that, I probably wouldn't recommend you buy an RV if you're only going to do it on vacation. Yeah. I would recommend you rent because for the remainder of the year.
Yeah. So
unless you have a lot of vacation.
Yeah, maintaining
it,
keeping it up, and all that stuff. Yeah.
And if you let stuff sit too long, it breaks down. And we learned that the hard way. Yeah. Our generator stopped working.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it worked at first. So that's a.
We'll assume that it did.
We'll assume
and then it sat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stopped working.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and it's a heavy investment just to have sitting in your driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Especially if you don't use it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so some people just plan their 2 weeks in their RV and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine. And if that works for you, that works for you.
Yeah.
Another option is retirement.
Yeah.
A lot of people wait, and if they do, that's fine.
Yeah.
A lot of people wait until they retire to RV.
Yeah.
You said you had an uncle who was older who had, was that an uncle?
Yeah, one of my uncles has an RV. And
okay.
the RV's from, I mean, he's retired, so he can see RVs whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is really cool, and we see a lot of older people.
Yeah.
Where we're like.
Yeah, the majority of the people that we see is usually older than us.
Yeah.
And that's a gradient.
Of course.
Older than us, you know.
We're only like 30.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah. But
yeah,
you know, it varies from person to person. But those are different options, different ways to consider. Like, you know, if you're interested, renting may be a good way for you to, you know, look into it, or on vacation or something like that. Yeah, so that you can figure out if this is something you really want to do. Like for us in our situation, like we were making the decision based off of like an overall lifestyle choice. So like we knew we wanted to downsize, we knew we wanted to travel, and we knew we wanted to kind of cut our costs, or lower our costs and expenses. So that's why, for us personally, that's why we considered it, looked into it, tried to do all the research as much as can, because you can only research up to a certain point. But do all that so that we can make this lifestyle change for us.
Yes.
But that doesn't have to be the case for everybody. You know.
Do what you can.
Yeah, do what you can and do what fits you. So I would definitely recommend, if you're interested, rent one. Yeah. Or something. Yeah. Or find somebody that has one.
Do you wish that we rented one before we purchased one? Because we did an Airbnb in like a stationary Winnebago. Fifth wheel. And that's different than actually like manning it and operating it and maintaining it.
Do I wish we rented one?
Yeah.
But not really, because I think the biggest thing for us to adjust, and I don't know, this is like a tangent or whatever, but the biggest thing for us to adjust has been the actual traveling.
Yeah.
Like, a good portion of this first leg in our journey or whatever has been very mobile.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Instead of going to one place and staying there for a while.
This is the first place.
In
Colorado.
Yeah, in Colorado that we've actually gone to somewhere and like stayed put for a decent amount of time. We sort of did that in Texas, but up until that point, up until like we've been here, we've just been constantly going, and that's challenging to adjust to, because it's like, okay, we got to find a place to stay, we got to do this, we got to do that, and then we got to continue the other stuff too. Like work, life and things like that. Yeah.
Cleaning.
Yeah. And so I think that's been a bigger adjustment. It has been a bigger adjustment than actually just living in the RV.
Yeah.
Living in the RV is fine. I mean, you adjust to, you know, what you consider your new home. Like even if you move from one apartment to another apartment, you adjust. You know, you set it up, you decorate it, you do all the things to help you feel comfortable. And that's what we did. And so I think the biggest thing was just the traveling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that, again, is also an important thing to keep in mind. If you rent an RV, again, I would suggest that. But if you rent an RV, you could figure out or experience how it is to drive an RV.
How much gas it takes to get to where you want to go.
Right. Things like that, you know, which could be very helpful.
So if you're interested in RVing, please RV. There are options available to you. I hope that this is helpful. Hopefully you can learn from our mistakes and our you know, I guess learning curve. And we've been talking about learning curves, and It's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
But I don't want you all to be discouraged if you can't full-time RV.
Yeah.
Okay. In the future, we might not be able to full-time RV all the time. And some people honestly just aren't afforded those same opportunities.
Yeah.
But there are some things that you can do today to actually get your feet wet, to actually experience it, to see with your own eyes, to feel with your own hands. If you even actually like RVing, you know, if you like that idea of living small, to rent an RV and feel how small the quarters really are, to figure out is downsizing possible.
Yeah.
And there are different sizes, there are different classes of RVs and things like that you can try. One thing I will say about Cruise America though is that I think it's mostly just Class C RVs.
Yeah.
And that's the RVs with the little hatch thing on top.
Yeah.
Which is what we have.
Yeah.
But they come in various sizes. But yeah, so yeah. Hope this was helpful.
Yeah.
Again, just to drop in and again, we created a Facebook group, Black RVers. It's free to join. If you're interested, if you are RVing, if you're van life, bus life, nomadic in general, if you just want to come to a safe place and connect and bond with some Black folk who are out here, join. It's free. And I'll put the information wherever in the video, in the notes, whatever.
So thanks again, guys, for keeping up with us. And until next time.
Till next time.
See ya.
Bye.